Theological College, Beis Medrash Torah, our goal is to produce B'nai Torah, whether they become a Rav, a Rabbi, a Polstein, or whether they go into the world of business, a lawyer, a doctor, a pharmacist, whatever field they choose. The emphasis will be that the Torah will be the ikar. The Torah will be the essential part of your life.
Hebrew Theological College blends the best aspects of a traditional yeshiva education together with an academic program of general education for both the liberal arts and sciences at the college level, as well as a general education program for high school students that is excellent.
Our major goal continues to be to continue to have high standards of performance for our boys, so that they can choose to be whatever they want to be.
The opportunities were presented to me left and right. Choices of what do I want to learn, how do I want to learn, and where am I going to really head in life. And they encouraged me along the way. They set me on my path of take your study seriously, and you'll see the rewards. I think that's really where they really encouraged me and sent me the right way.
It was not just a school, but it was a home. It was really kind of like a rich environment that made it more colorful than just a school.
Both of our boys have made friendships with boys from all over the country. We think it adds to the family atmosphere of the yeshiva.
We have boys coming from many cities here in the yeshiva, and some of them are coming alone for the first time, going away all by themselves. And it's a tremendous learning experience and opportunity for them to learn how to build interpersonal relationships. I think it's fantastic, and I think that they get a lot of lessons for life out of that.
Life at HTC was certainly a very important experience in my life. The one thing that really stands out regarding the relationships that I established, and I think any Talmud in HTC really establishes with his classmates and his friends, is that through the years, you may not see each other often, but when you do see one another, it's like you never left each other, and you pick up exactly where you left off from. And I found that with regard to Mark Goldenberg.
He had a radiating personality, and he had success written all over him, but his main success was his friends and the people that he came in contact with. It felt good being around him.
When I was in the Yeshiva High School, I was one of 38 students. There were 38 members of our class. To this day, we stay close. We're in touch through emails, through letters, through invitations to each other's simchas, and we keep up with everybody. And it's a bond that we have that can never be broken.
When I think of these decades that separate us till we see each other, I only know that wherever Mark is, he's doing a lot of good for a lot of people.
What I'm most proud about being associated with the Hebrew Theological College is the education that I received, both in Limudei Kodesh and in my secular general education. It taught me about community, it taught me about Yiddishkeit, and it taught me about being a responsible member of society.
The yeshiva is one of the most exciting institutions in the world. They've always cared very much about the children and the growing and their development, and with the greatest rabbis, like Rabbi Sender and Rabbi Polstein.
Seeing Rabbi Sender always brings me back to my yeshiva years, always brings very, very warm feelings, very fond memories to my initial beginnings and really attendance at Yeshiva High School.
I was 13 years old when I entered the yeshiva, right after my bar mitzvah. After high school, I went into the yeshiva itself until I got ordination. I got my smicha, which is a number of years. Rabbi Liebenstein brought me back to the yeshiva And I started from ground zero, the first grade, and I worked myself up all the way through the Beis Medrash for many years, 35 years. 35 years in the yeshiva. And I ate breakfast and lunch all those years.
Living in Chicago, chinuch, or Jewish education, is really defined by a person like Rabbi Sender and his wife.
He always focused on making sure that information was palatable, something that you could sink in. So my wife loved his classes. I loved his classes. I loved growing up under his guidance.
His most important quality is his ability to deal with people. In all the years I've known him, I've never seen him get angry. And that's Rabbi Sender.
I was always a friend to my students. And they were my children. And we really had a nice time. We learned. And they were very nice boys. And we remained good friends even after they left my class.
We're blessed to have outstanding Rebbeim who are not only tremendous Talmidei Chachamim, but also are actively involved in what is going on in a Talmid's life.
It's definitely something that really resonates throughout the entire institution. The desire to really get to know the people you're dealing with and their feelings and what their goals and aspirations are. And a really good example of that, again, is Rabbi Polstein.
Our goal is that every student that comes in this yeshiva should become the most that he can become. What will challenge him, what will make him feel proud about being Jewish, what will make him see the beauty in Torah, to find that point in each and every one. And in a more general sense, that's what we want each kid to leave the yeshiva, each young man to leave the yeshiva with that understanding that he has a role in the world that's uniquely his.
I've seen Rabbi Polstein, in action. His classroom is not just the four walls. His classroom is the world. And that really helps a person develop as a mensch, as a fine young man, not just as a student.
Rabbi Polstein was the best. He's such a chen to him. And even though he was your Rebbe, even though he was this man who you respected because he was your teacher, and he was always someone that you felt cared about you.
No, I really admired Rabbi Polstein. He especially what he did in the summer programs. That's a story within itself.
When I was a kid, I was just waiting to be the age to go to Yeshiva Zakayats, and it really began with Rabbi Polstein. And he has an infinite ability to balance fun and then at the same time real learning experiences. And that was what the whole camp was based on.
It was through camp that Rabbi Polstein gave me the opportunities to really grow into who I am today. From that very moment, Rabbi Polstein had a very, very big impact on my life.
Camp is really a lot of fun. If a kid can enjoy himself, if he can be happy, then when it comes to learning Torah, when it comes to observing mitzvahs, when it comes to davening, when it comes to Shabbos, then it makes it all that much more meaningful to them.
The skills and the talents that I learned from Rabbi Polstein, from Yeshiva Zakayats, last with me even today. Throughout my work in NCSY, planning Shabbatonim, running Shabbatonim, I can only do that because of the opportunities afforded to me by Rabbi Polstein in Yeshiva Zakayats. He's truly, for me, a Rebbe, a mentor, and a friend.
In this yeshiva, we believe that the Rebbe and the student have to be on the same page. Just walking into the classroom every single day, it just it excites me. So every day, it's a very wonderful thing. It's a lot of fun.
When I came here, I realized right away that this is a goal of mine. The opportunity that the Rebbeim offer, the opportunity that the teachers offer, and the opportunity that the whole yeshiva offers is one that one can really take and just shoot off to another level. Very excited to be able to get up and say, hey, this is a brand new day, to be able to accomplish, to grow, and to gain. And it's something that personally for me is very, very exciting.
When you have the opportunity to form your bond as a class, that you form your bond with your Rebbeim outside of the classroom, there's so many important things that happen at those moments. I think that's really where they, where they really encouraged me and sent me the right way.
Throughout the country, there are many yeshiva programs that provide an excellent education. There's only one place where a young man can grow as a Ben Torah in a yeshiva environment, excel to the highest level he can in general studies, and at the same time create a bond that will last for decades with peers who feel like brothers for the rest of their lives through the yeshiva experience.